All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Persian Perspective Relationship Advice.
Relationship advice.
Persian
Because it's great to get relationship advice from a dude who has never touched a boob.
Authentic advice from from a true virgin.
Yes. Yes. My penis is in mint condition. It's still in the wrapping. It's still in the packaging. You could probably sell it for quite a high price on eBay, I'm pretty sure.
You're what they advertise to the ladies in Islam in the other side.
Yes, that's right. I'm a very good Muslim,
man.
not by choice.
A very attractive an intellectual Malaysian man here, ladies and gentlemen. So if anybody wants, if anybody can look past the weight, I guarantee you, you will leave him satisfied, both intellectually and physically.
If you can look past the weight, you are an X-Man. Please proceed to the Xavier's Gifted School for Gifted Children, because you have X-ray vision is what you have.
Yeah.
You don't need love. You need protection from the government.
If you want to actually send us a question, just send us a question at theahppodcast@gmail.com. That's THEAHP podcast@gmail.com. So go ahead. We'll be I think I'll read one first, then you can follow up.
Okay.
All right. Our number one question today. Dear Persian Perspective, I've been with my partner for more than a year and I've just moved in with him a month ago. A few days ago, I've realized that there's a closet in the guest room which is locked. When I asked about it, he said that it contains some personal stuff of him. This led to the discussion about privacy and boundaries in the relationship. I asked what kind of stuff was in it, and he said telling me would defeat the purpose of it being private. I ended the discussion by saying I get it and I don't mind, but I can't stop thinking about the closet and it's driving me nuts. Even my friends think it's weird. I would understand the privacy and the concerns that comes with that, but I don't know if I'll be okay a safe or a locked chest with memories and pictures or such. But why a whole closet? I mean, I believe the closet is the same size as other closets around the house. It's a 5 feet by 5 feet. I appreciate some advice on this matter. Like, am I crazy or there's some lines or some creepy shit happening? Oh, this reminds me of the case of Bluebeard.
Oh, I don't know about that one. What happened with Bluebeard?
Bluebeard, the story is I think it was a Brothers Grimm story. This rich man gets a new wife and gives her the keys to the whole castle and tells her you are allowed to go to entire places in the castle except one place. The whole castle is yours. Do as you wish. Fucking burn it all to the ground except that one room. That room is mine. Please don't touch it. But the key to that room is also part of the keychain. And she goes around the castle, and he goes on a trip, and she goes around the castle. And of course, naturally, she goes into the room and finds severed heads of the previous wives.
Oh, cool.
Very cool. Nice chap. And he comes home and asks if she's been to that room, and she says yes. And he says, "Oh, well, that's why I have to kill you." Which, to his credit, I understand.
Oh my God, man. See, I was going to say when I finished hearing the story, my first thought was, I don't know what's in the closet, but I do know what's going to be inside the closet. And the answer is you.
You.
Yes. You know? I mean, look, there could be a number of things that he could be hiding that he's not comfortable with.
Maybe he's in the closet.
Maybe he's in the closet. You don't know.
He wants to get out of the closet. If you don't open that closet, you turn gay.
Yeah. If you open up the closet, he will come out and then the relationship ends. Or I don't know, maybe he's bi. And then you still get to be in the closet together. I don't know how this works. My metaphors are falling apart. But my point is, relationships are complicated in that they require boundaries and they also require openness, and it can be very difficult to balance out those two. I feel though that if he doesn't want to talk about what's in the closet and it's part of your living space, a place that you share and do stuff together with, maybe just leave, because you don't want to be in a relationship where you're constantly having this question mark over your head about what the hell he's hiding from you and why the hell he has to hide it from you. Nobody needs that much anxiety in their life. Just run. Just fucking run.
If it's causing you that much anxiety also, you might as well do run if it's that creepy of a thing for you. I mean, has he shown any sign of a Jeffrey Dahmer-ish look? It's fucking...
Does he need to? It's a closet that's perpetually locked.
It's a closet that's perpetually... Look, I get it. I 100% understand where she's coming from. I'll be creeped out if I moved into a house and suddenly be like, hey, that again, Bluebeard, there's that one thing I don't want you to touch.
It could be another thing where the closet might conceal an activity or an identity that is harmless and perfectly legal,
maybe,
and no one should judge you for it, but he's insecure and then he can't talk about it. But even then, right?
Yeah.
Do you really want to be with somebody who can't be that open with you? Because at that point, it's going to be like, if he's keeping this a secret and yet there's nothing wrong with it, what else can he keep from you?
That's true.
And I get it. Some people are like, everybody has secrets. Everybody is entitled to some level of privacy. It would be just as bad if he insisted no secrets and then he pulls off all the doors from all of the rooms and now you can't have any secrecy at all, which is even more terrifying. But, it's this thing of where you want some secrecy. You want some openness from a relationship.
Oh, wait,
and
she did start the thing with saying that she moved in with them. So
yeah.
I would assume that it might require, because I'm somewhat agreeing with the dude for not wanting the secrets to be out. It's not, maybe it's not even a deep secret, but for him it's more of a way of inserting privacy, like inserting a line about private life. It might as well have been a chew toy in there. I don't know.
Yeah, it could be like an extensive Yu-Gi-Oh card collection.
Yeah.
That he doesn't want to have to compromise. Because I've heard stories about how people get into relationships and the partner insists of them getting rid of stuff that they really value.
Maybe.
Like hobbies, collections. And he just doesn't want this new person coming into their life to start dictating how they want to live their lives. I can get that.
Yeah.
But honestly, if you can't find somebody who will accept you for who you are, maybe
you're not in the right.
You shouldn't be letting them into your home to begin with.
That's true. Imagine waking up, and if you wake up one night and see he's missing, and you look around the house, and and the only door that's open is a closet door, I would suggest you to start running. Fuck the clothes, fuck anything. Just shoot straight out of the window.
That's how an episode of Mindhunter starts. You understand that, right?
Yeah, Mindhunter. Yeah.
You open up the closet and he's in like lingerie and a belt around his neck, and he's trying to choke himself out as he's choking his chicken. And he's like, "No, wait, I can explain." I'm like, I think the situation kind of explains itself, honey. It could be
some kinks.
It could be some kinks. Like, I don't know. Or it could have like an extensive My Little Pony Friendship is Magic sort of collection. But again,
a locked closet in her house. Yeah. Possibly an upside down cross on it. Maybe you should have some, or maybe give him some time and he'll open up.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Give him a little bit of time, and when he's truly ready to reveal who he truly is, call the police, because he's definitely going to put you in the damn closet.
Call his mother's corpse is in there. Just fucking piece of psycho. Just fucking dude. Fuck it. Move on to the next one. You can read one.
Okay. Let's do a short one.
Do a short one, yeah. This one was long without a climax. Hope she's dead.
Oh, that's harsh. Okay, so the title is My Friend Steals My Boyfriends.
Yo.
I have dated 3 men during the past year, and each time one of my closest friends developed an interest in all of these men. At least that's how it looked to me. And right after I broke up with one of them, this same friend started dating them. I'm convinced she even messaged him behind my back while we were dating, trying to get him to cheat on me with her. Why, after I started dating these men, do they suddenly become interesting to my friend? Before I dated or liked each of them, she never showed any interest in any of them. They are also not her usual type. This is really bothering me. I feel special when a guy likes me and dates me. Why does my friend have to like my boyfriends? Shouldn't she be finding her own boyfriends? Why does she do this with every guy I date?
Ooh. Well, I think, honey, you have a very, very low self-esteem. You need to find better friends.
Number one, you got to find better dudes. But number two, here's the thing. Firstly, I wouldn't trust this person, even if everything was a coincidence. Because for all I know, she doesn't even realize what she's doing. But if her behavior is this predictable and pathological, maybe don't have her in your life. Because nobody needs this much stress in their life about their friend, right? Like, here's what I would do. You date a dude, you keep it secret from her, right?
Yeah.
You keep it secret from her. Or here's something even better. Okay, get a dude, pretend to date him, right? Use the dude as bait,
Yeah.
to see if your friend will bite, and if she does, it's time to put that girl in the closet of the other couple we were talking about.
Exactly. That's one way to go about it. My recommendation would be to just dump your friend right now. That's 3 dicks. That's 6 balls. Okay.
Yes.
And there's no coincidence. That's what.
That's more balls than an Asian steamboat dinner. I don't know what to tell you.
Oh shit. Yeah, that's a lot of balls. So there's no coincidence that like she managed to land 6 balls in her lap. Like that. I guarantee you she might as well have been flirting with them behind your back. And if she was anyway of a halfway decent friend, she won't even be doing that in the first place. Or would have let you know something about it, but like something about like, hey, I'm dating your ex. But even so, even if she does say that, 1x is acceptable. 2x is astronomically impossible. 3, on the other hand,
that's a pattern. That's a fucking pattern.
That's a fucking pattern. And by the way you read the email and the way she sounds like somebody who doesn't have many friends.
Yeah, I'm also guessing that in a way she's using you as quality control.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like she knows that whoever you date might be desirable enough to get you and you to like them. So she knows they're a done commodity.
Yeah.
Right? They've been tested out. Because here's what I noticed. Some women only like men when they're already spoken for.
Yeah.
Because at that point, that's like the blue tick on their handle.
Yeah.
They've been verified.
Yeah.
So you know that they're a catch. I don't know about this. I think some men have mentioned on certain forums that a lot of women came out of the woodwork when they've already gotten into relationships because now they look more desirable.
That's true.
Because if you're single, there's no way to determine whether you're a good commodity or not. But so you're just going to have to take a chance on some random weirdo. And who knows, he might be a good man. But if they're already in a relationship, then the question asks, there must be something about this dude that allows him to keep this other girl around.
It's primal in a sense. He's like, like this dude. That's why it's like players keep fucking because even though it's like, yeah, oh, the dude, he's a player. No, yeah, sure, he's a player, but at the same time, like part of like another girl might be a primal side of another woman would be this dude gets all the mates and gets to mate with all these other females.
Yes.
Therefore he's successful. Therefore I should mate with him.
Yes. That's also another aspect to that as well. It could also be that, you know, she's using this friend as bait, essentially.
Yeah, you're
It could be
basically
that
your what do you call that? Wingman or your wing check?
yeah, it could be that this person is quite attractive.
Yeah.
And the friend might not be as attractive.
Mm-hmm.
So you have this other person who will attract the men to the general social circle, and this other person will then use this other person as a means to get into contact with his man.
Yeah.
I'm guessing that if the person who wrote the email is sufficiently attractive, then the quality of man that she attracts is also quite attractive.
Yeah.
Which means that she can, by proxy, attract a higher quality of dude by using her friend as a honeypot.
True.
And when they break up, she gets to keep the leftovers.
Yeah, and she likes a lot of leftovers.
There you go.
Well, moral of the story is that lady, just find a better friend and work on yourself a little bit, please, because that's not a friend. I guarantee you that's not a friend. You don't want that kind of stress in your life.
Yeah, no, that's not great.
Hmm.
You don't want that. You don't want that mess in your life.
No, definitely.
No.
Fuck.
What you want is a friend that will do the quality control for you. Because I have had female friends who bring their friends onto dates just as a second pair of eyes to see if they're being objective about their assertion of the dude.
Yeah, I used to do that.
You might, yeah, there you go.
Not
like
to bring a friend, but like my friend, a girlfriend of mine would like ask me to like validate. So they're like,
Yes.
yay or nay? No,
Yeah.
yes or no?
Yeah. Guys, if you have a large cadre of female friends, have them be your judges.
Mm-hmm.
Let it be like American Idol or whatever. So you sort of run through the deets with them, and they can then be an objective judge as to whether this person is right for you or not. Who knows? Might be useful.
Yeah, girls are also speak another language of vibes. Like they can actually be very pleasant to each other, and their hearts are like fucking skank. So
let's just raise being nice.
Yeah,
girls are just get better friends.
Get better friends.
As we are now moving on to the next topic, you should probably also move on to better friends.
Yeah. Good luck to you. Next one. Dear Persian Perspective, my girlfriend won't stop hanging out with her sexual abuser. Oh. Oof. Oof. All right. Oof. Okay. Dear Persian Perspective, I'm at a loss currently. My girlfriend actually fucked him. And pretty much bragged about it. Wait, so the title is that my girlfriend won't stop hanging out with her sexual abuser, and then the email starts with him declaring that she had fucked the abuser and pretty much bragged about it. My friend, if that's the case, your girlfriend was not abused. If that's the way it's starting, it's shit. She said she got drunk while hanging at his place. Red flag. She says she didn't want it, but low-key liked it. What kind of a psycho is you, Jamin? But she says she doesn't drink or smoke, so he knew what he was doing. She still won't stop talking to him and keeps saying to stop stressing over him. She keeps telling me to stop worrying. She didn't cheat. Yet she will delete all messages between them as soon as she reads them. Yeah, she didn't get abused. I think I would have kicked her out by now, but she's threatening to call the cops. Call the cops and tell them I raped her. I don't know what to do. What kind of people did you get yourself into, dude?
I have seen fewer red flags at China's National Day parade.
Look. This email is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 lines long. Okay, very straight to the point, and every sentence that you've mentioned so far has been carpet bombed by Saddam Hussein with red flags.
Yeah. I am seeing so many red flags at this point. When viewed from outer space, it draws the outline of another red flag. This is so many goddamn red flags. Are you in a red flag emporium? Are you in that warehouse in China where they make the red flags? Did you just pour an entire truck full of red dye onto a bunch of white flags?
I thought my ex-girlfriend had red flags, and yours is like fucking born a red flag.
Like, are you dating single white female? What the hell is going on? Jesus. First of all, this woman has the most liberal approach to the truth I have ever met. And I'm a Malaysian. Have you seen our politicians? All right. Number one. Number two,
where do you start?
Clearly, even if she is telling the truth, this woman is very disturbed. Do you really want to be around for this relationship? Are you who the hell is equipped to be in this kind of relationship? You could be the best psychiatrist in the world.
Fucking Dr. Phil won't be able to handle this, and he's not a doctor.
No. Dr. Phil would lose even more hair and his mustache.
Yeah.
And then just die of a stroke.
Pretty much.
Of how many No. Here's the thing. It is very clear that the situation is very bad, but you are now trapped because it's now your word against hers if you decide to kick her out or move away. It would seem to me that the real problem here is that she doesn't want to leave.
No, she doesn't.
However, threatening to tell people that you raped them as a false accusation is a crime.
Yeah.
Ideally, what you'd want to do is get a recording of her telling that.
Get some evidence, bro. Get some evidence.
Yeah, get some evidence.
Get some spy equipment to, like, not even your phone. Like, get some good shit to actually record us.
Yeah, video, audio. Just bug the shit out of your house like you're working for the NSA.
Implant
get as much
camera
evidence as you can.
And don't have sex with her ever.
Whatever you need to do, get as much evidence as you can. Run to a lawyer and then run to the cops, because I guarantee, even if she is telling the truth, this is going to end up either in some kind of shit or some kind of abuse or some kind of drama, or the crazy bastard that she's now cheating with, is going to come for you.
Yeah.
And then there'll be a third party who's in your face.
Now you're going to
be... For all you know, he'll come to your place and take over your apartment and kick you out.
Yeah.
Or whatever the hell the living situation is.
They'll be ass fucking you out. Goodbye to your career. You get a rape charge. You goodbye to your future careers.
Yeah.
So and a fucking black
collect
guy.
Evidence. Yeah. Collect evidence. Lawyer the fuck up. And then make a police report.
Exactly.
Because this feels dangerous to me.
This feels like I was getting scared as I was reading it, because it like just substantially was getting like worse by the word, not even a sentence.
Yeah.
She just like is like she's escalating as she's moving forward.
Right. And afterwards, see a counselor, see a shrink, because you're gonna need it after all of this shit is done.
Afterwards, like once you look at yourself. For fuck's sake, like, what made you date this person? Because this kind of a red flag behavior is not something that like can be like unnoticed at the first glance. This chick is crazy pussy territory for me.
But what I'm really going at is that once all this shit is done, you are going to be mentally fucked a little bit. All right,
you're gonna have trust issues too.
You're gonna have trust issues at the wazoo. You're gonna have some mild PTSD, some insomnia. You might be tempted to do some substance abuse shit.
Yeah.
No. After all of this shit is done, take care of your mental health and see a shrink.
Call your
Because
friends. Call your close
Call your
friends.
friends,
Ask them for help.
build your social support network or whatever the fuck, and take care of yourself because you need it. And I
Share
don't know
this
what
with
the fuck
them.
kind of I don't know what the fuck kind of circumstances you got into that led you to being with this horrendous person, but do that. Bro, take care of yourselves.
Take care of
Take care of
yourself
yourselves.
best you can, man,
Yeah.
and ask your friend to have your back. If you have any friends, I hope
Yeah.
you have. You're gonna need
Wash
them.
your dicks.
Wash
Powder
your
your assholes.
and don't
Take
have
care of your
sex with
mental
her.
health.
No
Yeah.
sex with her, bro. No matter how good she might be. No fucky with her. And let your friends know what she said, because then you're gonna need some people to actually back you up. Because if she's that crazy as you put it here, then it's already
Yeah.
fucked. And the way you're talking about this is that okay, she went to his place and was drunk, and I assume they were alone and all that. And I'm not really perpetuating like some girl goes with a guy to his house and gets drunk with him has to result in a sexual encounter. I am saying that it seems like both parties were well aware of what they wanted to do, so it doesn't seem like the dude abused him. It seems like it was consensual sex between the two, and she was really in love with it. So, like she really loved whatever he gave her.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Deleting
No.
her messages
Look,
after she like sending it to him. I mean, come on.
see, the thing that really scares me is the rape accusation that she claims that she's going to do afterwards.
Yeah,
If she did in fact do that, that's what I'm afraid of. Protect yourself.
the relationship is fucked. I mean, for fuck's sake, even she didn't fuck him. Like if your girlfriend tells you, "I'm gonna accuse you of rape if you kick me out," that's already a done deal. Like, even if there was no supposed abuse or an affair, who would threat someone with something of such high fucking magnitude to get back at them or like stop them from kicking them out of their house? Good luck to you,
No.
brother. Fuck.
My dude is dating a sociopath. Just
Yeah.
get the fuck out of there. You know, lawyer up, get evidence, make
Don't
police
look back.
report that she threatened to make a false accusation against you because that is in fact a crime, and then kick her out.
Yeah. Be careful
Nobody
with
needs
this.
this shit in their life.
Yeah, she might pull a Gone Girl on you. Trust me. Fuck. Just might scratch you up and like show, hey, DNA under my fingernails. Careful, dude. All the best to you. Go ahead, read this. Wow, that was such a roller coaster. Read another one.
Oof. So this message goes, he told me he drove me home early to prevent himself from sexually assaulting me.
Wow, this is in the this is in the spirit. Wow, what's up with this? Okay.
Okay, hang on. A friend of mine and a person I hook up with sometimes, I told him that I didn't want sex that night before he came over to fucking get me. He begged and begged for sex. Still, I told him, no, I don't want to, and that he should respect that. We ended up spending another hour together before he just randomly sat in silence and then decided to put his seatbelt on and drives me off and says to me, let me take you home before I rape you. I was just shocked at what I heard. I love him so much. I think he did good with telling me and respect him for driving me home instead of acting on his urge. I don't know how to feel about this yet.
Oh, well, I got. Let me put
Okay.
this out first.
Okay.
I don't know where to start with it. I'm just gonna throw out an idea that I think he thought there's a chance he might thought it would be cute. Like she'd be.
It's real fucking cute. It's real fucking cute. Hey, babe, I'm just gonna drive you home before I violate you. That's real great. Oh,
like I thought,
God.
like he thought that maybe it's like oh my god, you know what would be the ultimate compliment? This chick would totally want to fuck me after hearing this. Man, like you're getting me turned on so much that, I'm having the urge to rape you. I think that's there's a chance his mentality might have been that fucked up, but it's a very weird thing to say.
No, it's let me put it this way, all right?
Yeah.
Let's just say that you got a friend who's rich and he's driving you around in his Bentley,
Yeah.
right? And then you tell him, my dude, I gotta go home early because if I hang out with you any longer, I'm gonna have to rob you and everything that you own, right?
Mm.
And in that situation, it could come off as a bit of a joke.
Mhm.
But if you are dead serious, and before that, you had pestered him nonstop to borrow money,
Yeah. Yeah.
you would be wishing that Bentley had a fucking ejection seat on the passenger side. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
That was
Right?
poor girl. What I wonder what she felt when she heard. Like, did she froze on the spot? Did their balls drop?
No, she's like, I love him so much, and I applaud him for being honest with me. I'm like, bitch, run.
Run. That's like
Bitch,
Wolfman before the
run.
moon, like the full moon shows. He starts going,
Yeah,
run.
yeah. Oh, I didn't realize he could grow facial hair so fast. Bitch, run.
Get the fucking run. What are you looking at? Run, motherfucker, run.
No, it's like a chest burst that erupts out of his fucking solar plexus, and like, oh, maybe he has COVID. Bitch, run.
Start running and don't look back.
No, just no. The fuck? Like, here's the thing. It's a pattern of behavior, right? They've hooked up before, and now he's pestering for the sex, and you're saying no. Now he's making allusions to rape. Now he thinks he's entitled to the nookie because he's gotten it before, even though you're not technically in a relationship. You care for him. He clearly wants you. You have the sex, and now when you're saying no, he doesn't want it. Eventually, he's now alluding to just taking it. Sometimes you got to take it. He's probably thinking to himself. Let's go back to the money analogy, which I know is a bit is a bit tasteless for me to do, but most people care about their money than they do about the personal boundaries of other people, because that's the fucked up society we live in. So that's the example I'm going to use. Same friend borrows money from you every single time because he can't seem to get his life together. Now he asks for another loan. You can't afford it. You say no. He tells you, okay, fine, but could you drop me off at my place? Because if I stick around any longer, I might have to steal some of your shit. You know, he just exudes Black Air Force One energy at that point. And you're like, yeah, no, maybe I should get a fucking restraining order from this dude because he might steal some of my shit. Same logic. Don't have this motherfucker around your life no more. You have given it on a fairly consistent basis.
Yes.
And he has accepted it with your consent. Now he's alluding to just taking it without your... Just run.
Yeah.
Get an Uber, jump in a car, drive the fuck off, then get on a plane and then go to Cape Canaveral or to the SpaceX station and then take a fucking rocket to Mars. Just get as far a fuck away from this dude as possible.
Agree. Fuck. Let's move on to the next one. All right. Okay. I'm looking at two here. But one is super dirty. Okay. I think we need.
Yeah, because this is a Christian podcast, right?
This podcast is directed by Paul von Verhoeven.
Sometimes it's directed by Wes Craven.
But yeah, indeed. My boyfriend tried to wake me up with anal sex last night. What the fuck? Well, knock. Oh. Who's there? Wham!
Who's there?
Knock. Who's there?
You're supposed to go through the front door, not the back.
God damn it.
Okay. Is that all?
Wait, okay. All right.
I feel like that should be all.
There is something. Okay. Dear Persian Perspective, Wednesdays are supposed to be my night off per week of sex. Oh, so you have sex the whole week except Wednesdays? I had sex with him the other 6 days of his on his insistence. Oh, so he wants it.
Cool.
Dude is insane. Okay. And
Okay.
we agreed to that. One night, as I was asleep, he tried to have anal sex with me. I could feel it in before it became painful. Ooh, wow.
What in the holy fuck
How loose is your
going
asshole?
on?
How like you felt it, because like it's a whole operation judging by what I've seen.
Yeah.
Never really want to experience, but the guy jammed it. How force or how loose or how much force did he put in that he felt it before? What kind of a prick does that? I screamed bloody murder, and he did pull out, but he wouldn't apologize. He tried to justify it as a form of masturbation, but when I insisted it was an assault, he didn't hit me and said that is what true assault is like. I don't know if this relationship can be saved. What should I do? What the fuck?
You should fucking run, woman.
What kind of a question are you guys
sending?
This turned into an assault.
What the fuck? Does the man think he's a pimp? Like, hey, babe, I want your booty. What's that? No, this is assault. Backhand. Like,
the back.
What the fuck?
This is like Iceberg Slim's book all over.
Yeah. Except even Iceberg Slim had the goddamn decency to ask first. Jeez. He's a pimp, not a monster. This dude is some.
This dude is Rocco Centridi.
Yeah, no, this is some American Psycho shit. Today it's the ass fuck with the backhand. Tomorrow he's probably just gonna tie you up, and then you wake up in bondage gear, and then he's just going to pull out the world's biggest dildo and then assault you. Like, run.
If you come home and you see him in a raincoat and the hit to be square song is playing in the background, you might want to run.
Yeah.
This person is Patrick Bateman on steroids. It's established the dude has a high sex drive, so the dude wasn't really taking the Wednesday night off well, and this is assault. Fucking run. This is bad. This is not fun. And he said like it's a form of masturbation. Like what?
No. As somebody who's never gotten laid, I know what masturbation is. All right, I do it all the time. My dick looks like a raisin at this point. I know what masturbation is. This is not masturbation. This is basically just a prelude to rape. Just fucking run.
And I gotta tell you, this dude, if he has such a high level of sex drive that he actually would want to like do that to you when he doesn't love you, that's for sure, before it's established in his act. I mean, thank God for you to being a trooper and standing with like bearing with him to that point. 2, if he has that high of a sex drive, I won't be surprised if he'd be into necrophilia or gay sex. Like he might even fuck another man in the ass thinking it's masturbation.
I mean, the gay sex is fine. The open relationship thing is fine. Whatever, within consent, I don't give a shit. But there's not even consent here. Also, what's really strange is that he insists on 6 times a week, and then you're the one who has to just agree with that. Like, what the hell kind of relationship?
He insisted on 7 times a week, and she's the one who had to ask for Wednesdays off.
Yeah, even a 9-to-5 job gives you 2 days off. This one is just overtime at this point.
This person is trying to make you work over the weekends. Not only over the weekends, but like it's not even make you work. Like coming to your house, dragging you by the back of your neck, throw you into the office. Like this person was not waiting for you to. What was he hoping? Was he hoping you to not wake up?
No. It's the equivalent of my boss breaking into my bedroom and then slapping me across the face with the work laptop and says, "Spread cheeks. Spread your cheeks and spread the sheets."
Oh, run, sweetheart.
Just run. Just fucking run. Why is the conclusion of every single one of these things just fucking run?
These are
Dear
getting
Lord.
these are getting worse by the minute. And then he hit you. I don't. By the way, she didn't mention like how hard he hit him, but I assume he hit him hard enough to be like,
Yeah.
"Oh, that's an assault." To like give him an
Yeah.
If he's willing to shove his
See-
dick in your ass when you're asleep, I assume he's gonna hit you hard to prove a point about the assault.
Here's one advantage, right? He's an idiot because when you accuse him of the crime, his way of defending himself is to do the crime.
Yeah. Oh, you mean a
So-
black guy?
No, that's not murder. Stab, stab, stab. That's murder.
See, you're
Good.
bleeding all over the place. Within 2 minutes,
Yeah.
you'd be completely
Right.
dead.
Your blood pressure's dropping. See, now that's murder. It's like the most aggressive form of mansplaining I've ever seen in my life.
Oh shit!
You see, assault is when
If these are the kind of guys out there, I understand why there's all this toxic masculinity and patriarchy shit happening. Because if
yeah,
this is half the
Yeah.
population, fuck.
it's also part of the reason why it's so difficult for me to get a date because I can't guarantee I'm not Patrick Bateman to
Yeah.
half of the women on the planet. Because every time they look at me, for all they know, they're looking at every single person who abused them, every single terrible horror story that they've ever heard, every single person that used to date a friend who they had to console afterwards, right? Shitty dudes like this make it harder for people like me to get a date, and also, more importantly, make it incredibly difficult for a woman to just live a life. Everybody suffers because of assholes like this. Ugh.
Sorry, lady. Really sorry. That you deserve
Yeah.
better. Find a better man, please.
You deserve much better. Look, first of all, you were kind enough to even agree to this fucking psycho contract, which, props to you for being a trooper.
Yeah.
But nobody needs to do this, honestly. Ideally, you want to be in a relationship where you want to bang every single day because you actually like each other. Ideally.
Yeah, ideally. You don't want to sleep with one eye open, wondering if this
No.
crazy cocksucker might want to like shove his dick up your ass. Wow.
Ideally, you want to be so in love with each other. You just can't stop fucking
Yeah.
every single time, every single minute, hour.
Or be in love with each other to the point that if you lose your vagina, he'll be okay with it. He'll be like,
It's a
oh,
bit
no
graphic,
sex.
but okay.
No,
That's-
it's actually
yeah.
the thing is like, hey, sex is secondary. Like, I don't care. Like, I'm
That
here
is-
for you.
very, very Cronenberg, but also very wholesome.
Maybe not losing your vagina, but let's say you get sick and you're in the hospital for fucking 6
Yeah.
months, God forbid. You don't have to, because this is the guy. If you don't give him sex 6 times a week, he'll be fucking somebody else immediately. Like, I get that sense from him already.
I'm sorry, I'm still on Cronenberg directing a rom-com. I'm still on that. This summer,
Crash
A guy.
Part 2.
yeah, this summer, there is a guy who's in love with a girl, and a girl who loses half of her body, but he doesn't
Including-
care because he loves her.
And kind of loses half of
This
their
summer.
body.
Yeah.
The important half, her vagina. Will he stay?
Will he stay? This summer, experience the love, experience the wholesome affection of Cronenberg's one and a half bodies, two hearts.
2 hearts. I don't care when you lost your vagina. I'm sorry, baby. I can't satisfy you. I don't care. You know that those old 80s, 90s trailers.
Yes.
That basically they let out the ending
Yes.
in the trailer.
Yeah. Girl, you might only be half a woman, but you're my better half.
You complete me without your
Oh,
vagina.
you complete me.
Without your vagina. One of the cheesiest fucking lines Tom Cruise ever said.
Hey, fuck it. I'll watch it.
You complete me, baby.
Yes. Renee Zellweger and Tom Cruise reunite in 1.5 Bodies, 2 Hearts, coming to you this summer.
I tell you I'm gonna say the losing your vagina wasn't really my bit. It was Patricia O'Neal's bit, but it enlightened me so much about relationships. Where she asks the crowd, "Hey, ladies, if you lose your vagina, how would you keep your man happy?" And he asks the crowd that.
Yeah.
And one girl screams, "Blowjob!" And another girl screams, "Anal sex!" And it's like, okay, anal sex. So you're basically a bunch of holes. That's what you're summarizing yourself. And not one of you said, "I'm going to learn to play Xbox or be a better cook or be a better friend or listen to him or support him." What you dumbed yourself down to was a series of holes. That's it. So in a sense, females objectify themselves too. So a relationship is supposed to be based on like, you know what? If this person, I lose everything. If I lose my dick, I make sure be the best partner ever. She loses her vagina, the relationship still stands because she has more than a pussy to offer.
You know, it's funny you mentioned this weirdly misogynistic take, but it's very extreme. But I did experience something similar talking to a friend I made. So it was this dude who I met. We got to talking. He seemed like a cool dude. I hang out with him. And then he just straight up tells me that he's bisexual, right? Over lunch, like it's no big deal. I'm like, okay, that's cool. I don't know why you had to tell me that straight up. I haven't even had my fried noodles yet. This is weird. But then he goes on and on about his love life, about how he used to date a woman, he used to date women, but then the women would cheat on him and take his money, and he wasn't really into that because, apparently, to quote whoever, these hoes ain't loyal or whatever. But then he started dating a dude, they're both in the military. They have some manly as fuck hot gay sex, and then afterwards they play Xbox.
Yeah. Because not only you get a partner, you get a friend.
Yeah, you got somebody to back you up in Halo. And if that isn't wholesome, I don't know what is.
Oh God! Well, that's sad. You see, it might have sounded. It does sound misogynistic.
Yeah.
But the truth about it is that I've seen too many relationships around me break apart because it was merely based on sex.
Yeah.
There's way too many relations that break apart just because the sex is the driving force. Way too many, I may say.
Yeah.
It's two people meet each other, they have good chemistry in bed, they get married, they have kids even. Like I know married couple who have zero in common, actively cheat on each other, thinking without letting the other partner know. Both of them are also in denial that the other person is cheating, which is interesting. And that's the only glue that there is in the relationship, is that the orgasms were off the charts at the time being, and then that was the only thing that was there, and it fizzled, and their sex life fizzled out a little bit, and they moved on to fuck other partners, and that was it. Like, why would you marry when that's the only factor that you have driving a relationship forward? And that's what everybody does. So that's why I said, like, hey, if I take sex out of this equation, would you want to be with this person or not? Yeah, great.
But it's also this thing of where, like, in the case of this particular message, where he doesn't get the sex and he gets immediately abusive.
Yeah.
And it's like,
no,
at that point, just to conclude, just fucking run.
No, because we kind of got off the topic of them. Regarding your man, the conclusion is run. A few girls need to run today, so I'm sorry to all of you.
Yeah, no.
You guys got some horror cases.
Yeah, no, women learn to run.
Yeah, learn to run
Learn
and
to run.
learn to run and learn to poke an eye out with your fingernails, please.
Yeah, yeah.
Please learn to scratch up a little bit and fuck somebody up.
All this time, I thought women kept long fingernails because they thought it was classy. No, turns out it's just a self-defense weapon.
Jab it into the eyeball and fucking run as fast as you can.
Yeah, claw his nutsack. Whatever you got to do.
Whatever you gotta do.
And afterwards, I can call my therapist.
Fuck.
Okay.
I'm all pro girls getting on steroids. Please get on steroids.
Yeah. Do some deadlifts.
Do some deadlifts.
Do some deadlifts. Yeah. Do some kettlebell swings so that you can swing them nails into his crotch. Whatever you got to do.
Yeah.
You know. So, next message. Found out my 21, I guess his age is 21, girlfriend, who's 1 year younger than him, had random hookups while we were talking, yet made me wait a month before we had sex. So I've been dating this girl for 2 months. We have only been sexually active for about a month. We did nothing physical except kissing for the first month we were together. She told me she didn't want to have sex with me before she knew I wasn't just with her for sex. She said that she makes all guys wait. It was agonizing, but I waited and things went to normal. So recently, in a roundabout way, I found out that she enjoys having sex casually after she and I ran into a guy she had hooked up with. She had just met him a little before we met, so she and I were going on our first dates, while she was fucking him on the side. Now I'm left feeling lied to and like she isn't attracted to me because she was willing to go just have a sex with him, but wouldn't even have sex with me after we became official and exclusive. Okay, this one's a little bit gray. I mean, I get where the dude is coming from. This feels
Yeah.
kind of dishonest. Like, okay, you don't want to have sex with me, but you have casual flings on the side while you're making me wait. And I suppose technically, on principle, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
People have needs or whatever. And you're in the talking stage or whatever. And people are free to do what they want before they're in a committed relationship. But I get the feeling that if the genders were reversed, the dude would end up looking like a creep.
Yeah. Well,
she
would look like a victim.
Yeah. So I don't know. I feel like the dude has a valid point in that I get that you were sort of trying me out to see how I was as a human being.
Yeah.
And then clearly this is a woman who has a very strict line between love and sex. Mm-hmm. She makes a clear distinction between the two. I suppose a more lucid example would be like if you were dating a porn star.
I was thinking the same, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She's having work. She's doing her work, but she's loving you.
Yeah. So I guess the issue here is if you're the kind of person who can't really separate love and sex, and she is, do you want to be in this relationship or not? Because, I don't know, that can be a very difficult thing to do. If you're in a committed relationship now, then I guess there's no big deal. But there is something to be said about, I don't know, the lack of communication as to where you stood relationship-wise. And I am also a little skeptical of the dude in the sense that you say you weren't really into him just because of the sex, but you clearly wanted the sex, even though you say that you're not into her just because of the sex. But clearly the sex is still important, which is why I say he's the kind of dude that can't really separate sex and love.
The thing is, what I kind of get a sense is that it's not about the separation for the dude. The sex became a thing once he realized that he's in the waiting line, basically. Because that's the thing. Okay, look, they went out on a date, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they made out. They were supposedly seeing each other, and they were making out the whole time. Well, she wasn't saying that. Look, I'm also fucking 3 other dudes. He feels like an additional option for her. He feels like, wait, so you were trying me out while you were also actively getting banged, and you were also she said that she makes every guy wait. True?
Yeah.
For him, yeah, every guy wants to have sex immediately. That's a given. Regardless if he's looking for a serious relationship or not, the guys, 90% of the guys would try to initiate, 90% of them would initiate try to have sex within the first 2 weeks, possibly the first date. But now for him is that feeling that I've been put on the side and you've been going around doing whatever you like. Once you were seeing that no other option is coming your way, I assume that's how he feels.
Probably, yeah.
He's like, oh, so during that 1 month that you were just making out with me, I was in a queue and you were waiting, looking at the queue, seeing if anybody else shows up. While you were also, so there's a lie on her side. Because if this email is started with him saying that we were in an open relationship, or we were just fuck buddies, and it moved on to a serious relationship, that I can understand. Then you're both fucking around, great. Or she says I want an open relationship, great. But nobody has alluded to open relationships at any point in this email, so I assume that's the case. And I assume she was also keeping an eye out for a better option. And
but that's kind of like that's kind of harsh as well, because on the one hand, I get that it's common nowadays to suss out a serious relationship while still keeping your own sex life active.
Yeah.
Right? I get that. I suppose men sometimes do this. You play the field, but then there's that one thing that you don't want to fuck up. And when it pans out, you stop everything else. I can kind of get that. But if you were the one who found out, then I don't know. I don't know if I would stick around.
I don't think anybody would take it well. I wouldn't stick around. I would like, all right, good luck to you. All the best to you. Yeah, good luck. There was actually like a personal case of mine. Like I had a personal experience. The girl wanted to be in a relationship with me while she openly said that she was dating 4 or 5 other dudes. And I
guess nobody wants to be second choice. You know?
Yeah, she wanted to have the cake and eat it too. She wanted the whole package, but she wasn't just in a sexual relationship. She was in a relationship with these people. So I was like, I'm not interested in inviting that kind of chaos in my life. So all the best to you.
I don't want to just. Here's the thing. I can imagine me being really happy with certain people in my life.
Yeah.
But throughout the entire relationship, all I'm going to do is second guess if this person really wants me or not.
Yeah.
And that's no way to live.
That's no way to live. You're going to keep looking at her every night and wonder, does she really want you? Or
am I the only one she could get?
Is she cheating on me?
Even now,
is like she said she's not, but like right now she's out with her friends. I wonder what she's doing. These kinds of thoughts, the second they get into your head, man, those are toxic. Those are red flags for your relationship. And judging by your email, man, I think you should also possibly move on and find a better girl.
Maybe. If you can suss it out, talk to this woman, say, look, do you fuck with me? Do you actually? Because, you know, if you're not really that into me enough that sleeping with another dude is not really a thing you would even consider at this point. Like you don't have the patience to even stop for a while you're sussing me out.
Yeah.
Then do you really want to stick around?
Are you serious about this at all? Like, what am I to you?
Yeah. You gotta ask. You're gonna have the talk.
You're gonna have the talk.
Yeah. You're gonna need to have the talk. Then you'll know.
Yeah. Like ask her, and I think she would like be thrown. Like ask her, like, did you get with me because there were no other options? Like had one of those guys you fucked during that 1 month when you were making out with me and telling me you make everybody wait. had they initiated a relationship or fucked you in a way that you liked, in a way that you wanted, or gave you something that you wanted, would you had still been with me, or would you have been with him?
You know, as heavy and as real as it sounds, the question is, do you really love me?
Yeah.
Or am I just all you could get?
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
Very heavy note to, I think, end the segment on.
Yeah. Sometimes we do heavy hitting observations of the human conditions, and sometimes it's just no vagina jokes.
No vagina jokes. Yeah.
We usually do dick jokes, but today it's the no vagina jokes.
Yeah.
We're changing it up.
We're changing it up, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I can actually I can get your girlfriend in touch with the boyfriend of the lady from the previous email. And
yeah.
Seems like match made in heaven. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe this dude should ask himself, if I had no dick, would you stick around?
Exactly. If you had no dick, would she stick around? Or she goes to be with a relationship with a dude who clearly needs a lot of sex release 7 times a week.
Like, that's right. You date somebody with 2 dicks. You know?
Did you know there's something called sexsomnia?
What's sexsomnia?
It's actual condition that people have. They have sex during their sleep and they don't remember it.
Oh yeah, sex walking.
Sex walking,
sleep sexing. Or sleep sexing? I don't know.
Sleep sexing, yeah.
Yeah.
It's so fucking weird. There was a case of a half pregnancy going on with a lady.
That's a pickup line. Hey babe, I'm so good in bed, I can't even fuck in my sleep.
Yeah.
You know? And the girl's like, I think that's a medical condition. No, babe, it means I'm awesome.
Yeah.
No, I'm pretty sure that's a medical condition. You should see a doctor.
It's a weird fucking condition. I don't know how it comes to fruition, but it does happen. And there was a I think it happened in a college in US, some fucking college in US. The girl got pregnant and she didn't knew.
Because she
sleep fucking. Sex. Yeah, she was sleep fucking one of her roommates. And the roommate was like, totally fucked like a couple of times, man. You seem to be pretty chill about it. Like, how do you fucking recover from that?
You don't. You don't. And I don't think I will recover from this particular podcast.
Hashtag me too.
Me. Oh my God.